Nikikwambia unibaia gari sahi.
Hey good people, welcome to Wakilisha podcast. Niko na
Kosi
na mimi Lucheli hapa. Tuko Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. Make sure umeingia pale hivyo ukatusupport. Majamaa mkitusupport tutafika mbali huko juu.
West side. Yo, sleeves. Okay, skia. Poor people, fire nation. Blame on youth, poor future. Bad reputation, fuck the system.
Hello guys, welcome back to Wakilisha podcast. This is episode 7. I'm Emmanuel Lucheli. Today I'm privileged to host one of my friends here in Kuwait by the name Telly. Telly, let us know about yourself today.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me in the Wakilisha podcast. My name is Telly, 25 years old. My pleasure.
Good to know you, Telly. So, for me, I know you are cosmetologist. Huh? So, tell me about this. What does it entail? Because there's some people who are here who, in this channel, they don't know about anything about this one.
So, what it means by the name Cosmetology deals with hair and beauty. I'm on the beauty field and the hair field, but my section mostly is on hairdressing. So I deal with African hair and the Arabs hair.
Well and good, nice. How did it start?
Let's say it started back in Kenya, because I'm a Kenyan actually. It started back in Kenya. My experience, I have 7 years, let's say. It's like a career, it's like a talent, because my mom was a hairdresser, so that's why I think I picked it from her.
Yeah, and I've seen this course of yours. A lot of people undertaking it in Kenya. So for you, what inspired you? Like, was it something from childhood? Did you ever dream that in future you'll be a cosmetologist, or is just something that it came as you grew older?
Let's say like since my mom was a hairdresser, so I really loved what she's doing. She had a salon, so as you know, back in Kenya, you follow what your mom is doing, or the one who is ahead of you, right? So you're there and she's going to work, maybe when you're not at school, you're there going with her, seeing what she's doing. So I get inspired. So I was like, oh mom, can I help you out? Can I malizia, you know?
I understand.
Yeah, so it got me inspired by that. But in mind, I didn't put that in my future. It will be my skill job.
Yeah. Okay. How did you get here to Kuwait?
Actually, it was like it's a luck. Let me use the word luck, because it's my friend who hooked me up, and I won't mention his name because he hasn't given me the chance to say. You know, he's a man actually. You know how you are, right?
Yeah.
So I was in Kenya. I had traveled from another country, so I went home for vacation, and since he's a friend, he was like, hi, how are you? Oh, you're in Kenya? Yeah. And then he asked me, I got a chance. My friend here in Kuwait, she needs a hairdresser. I'm like, all right, hook me up. It's okay. And then in the process, he gave out my number. I did the interview, and then that's how it was. It was so quick. I never underwent through the agency or anything. Yeah, I really appreciate him wherever he is, because I know he is gonna watch this podcast. I really appreciate you. If my words were not enough, that's how I came to Kuwait.
So it's a referral.
Yeah, it was a referral.
Pretty nice. Even for me, it was a referral.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is what we are telling a lot of people here, especially here in Kuwait and back in Kenya. Those who aspire to come here, it's not that we don't trust the agencies, but the referral, if you have someone who is here, is much better than the agencies, because we have had a lot of stories which involves money and people have been conned.
Yeah, the scammers are so much and very scamming people a lot.
Yeah. So how is your settling being here in Kuwait
Um,
so far?
Currently, I can't complain so far. Um, I'm happy with the surrounding. The people around me are good. My circle is a little bit less, but I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's nice. Can't complain about it. Maybe sometimes the weather is too cold. Maybe on the summer season, mtaa tujazoea.
And yeah, too hot, too cold. There's no in betweens.
Yeah, there's no in betweens.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the reception? Your colleagues here? How did you find it?
I thank God my colleagues are so nice. I thank God because we are mixed nationalities and they are good. Actually, I can't say anything bad about them or anything. We are all good. We work as a team. We are all together. It's my pleasure also to them.
Okay. Your first day at work. What's your journey like on that day? I know, being in Kenya, like you can anticipate like the guys I'm going to work with. They're just kawaida guys I'm used to, but now you come to a different country whereby you are missing different races. We have Asians, we have Arabs. Yeah. So how was it? Were you nervous?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, on the first day, you're meeting up with new people. You don't know them, right? And you don't know their other side. How are they good? Are they human or inhuman? So I was a little bit nervous, but at least I was trying to adapt with them, know how they were. Let me say, for the first month, I was so quiet. Like, I was just on my own corner. Like, I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, I really need to know how you are. And I just wanted to know, and even your moods, how do you relate with everything? My first month, oh my God, I was on my own corner, always.
Very nice. How do you compare your first day at work here in Kenya and in Kuwait?
In Kenya, it's like freely. I don't know because it's where we come from. Like, you'll just meet up with a stranger and it's so quickly for you to hook up. Like, even on like matatu or anywhere, you'll be like, hi, mambo, nimepotea njia, unaweza nisaidia hii, and it will be so quick for them to help you out. But here, you'll go like, hi, do you know this place? Everyone is busy. Like, sometimes they'll be like, why are you asking me? Or maybe the language barrier. You're like, hi, can you help me do this? And they're like, oh, what are you saying? Like, I don't understand you. Yeah. So it's a little bit difficult, but at least we're coping up with it.
It seems nice for you. So there's this famous phrase from where we come from. We left home to go and come back to go and
Fix
and change
create.
home.
Yeah.
Something like that. So how do you get to understand this phrase?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me say like 90% of Africans, let me use the word Africans or any other person, because also here in Kuwait, not only Africans are in Kuwait, right? We have Asians, we have even Russians, we have a lot of people who come to get a greener pasture. So getting out from home means you're finding a greener pasture.
Yes.
You want to create something great. When you go back, you're like, oh, I did this. Out of this, I did this, right? So yeah, it's a good phrase because that's how. Because if you were good enough, you'll not come to like these Gulf countries. For what reason? Jua ni kali. Utakuja kufanya nini huku? Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's this question that I've always, wherever I meet people like you, from where we're coming from, there's this question that I always keep want to ask. How do you find our community here? Because there's a narrative that people get sold from Kenya before going to Maju, going outside. Ukienda Maju, watu wako wana... So how do you...
Yeah.
Let's explain this one.
Okay, like once you are in JKIA,
Yeah.
no matter wherever you're going,
Okay.
everyone at home is like, ameenda Majuu, like everywhere. Ukiwa home, as long as umeingia JKIA, kila mtu ako ameenda Majuu. I don't know why. So they're like, ameenda Majuu. So in their phrase of mind, they're like, pesa dolari ishaingia, and yet they don't know. And then once you come here, I've realized like mostly the Kenyans are like, I don't know you, so what are we talking about? Yani msee anaweza kupita tu like unaona bracelet na ni Mkenya kabisa. You're like hi, even the hi will not get responded. But some of them are so nice really. So I've experienced wenye watakupita na jifanye, I don't know you, like oh we didn't come together, so why are you even bothering me, you know?
Yeah. Okay. How do you find it? Kuwait is diverse with different nationalities. As an African, how do you find it fitting in? So far, how is it the going?
I feel like we are too much recognized in Arab countries. That's why they're still opening opportunities. Like if you check in how like Africans are getting in, not only Kenyans, when you check like Ugandans, Tanzanians, Ethiopians, you know, they're still coming, which shows they are varying us so much. They see our potential, you know. So it's a good thing. Like even where you are, you feel, oh, you still need me, even though you had Asians, right? But you so I really need an African. I really need this, you know. So they're seeing our energy. That's all. Yeah.
And I like one thing I like about us Africans is the work ethic. Yeah. I normally feel like wherever any position that you are put in, for an African, as long as he or she knows what he's doing, the energy and the work ethic is always like on top notch.
Yeah, sisi kujituma inakuanga kwa damu sijui. I think hufai kuambiwa like kujituma inakuanga naturally kwa damu.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's this another question. There's been criticism about our sisters outside here, and I'm sure you have heard it.
Yeah, at some point you're criticized because I won't mention like some of these people are not learned, but you'll feel like you'll get into someone and then he's like, oh, you doing this for me? I don't need your service, you know. There's that feeling like unanidharau kwa nini, like I can do it best. And then do you know what I feel on that point? You're like, oh, unanidharau. For me, I just tell God immediately, Mungu mrudishe tu kwangu, like aende lakini akose service kwa mwingine, arudi tu kwangu, you know, for her to face and feel why did I have to criticize her, you know, why did I have to do this? It's not good at all, you know, because for us we're so friendly. I don't think there's any African anaweza criticize mtu out of facial appearance.
What do you love to do like on your off days for fun here in Kuwait? So like, you know, it's a different country, not like ukiwa pale like when you're there in Kenya, yeah, you can visit your friends. Now here like there's no family, there's no relatives. So what do you do like fun on your off days?
Okay, sometimes I'll sleep and sometimes I'm an outdoor, out walking. I want to explore, I want to see this country. At least nikienda home, I'll be like, oh, even though I was working in Kuwait, there's these hidden gems, there's these, you know, you give people like una nini inspire msi anakuwa, oh. So apart from me kuwa kuko, kuna some places, because oh my god, Kuwait has hidden gems like oh my god, they're too much.
Yes.
Hadi una feel si off day yangu ingekuwa tu daily. You know. Yeah, so I just walk around, maybe the beach side, sometimes in some hotels, like that.
Yeah, so one of the things tunakuanga privilege is we have a seaside. So like it's not like when you're in Kenya and you're specifically based in Nairobi, you have to plan to go to Diani. So these are some of the privileges that when you are here you get to.
Yeah, because it's free. Actually, it's free on the beach side. It's free on the malls. You just have to pay your taxi or the bus. You can use whether a bus or a taxi. And it's free. You don't have to plan at oh, next time I'm going to use this amount of money, my expenditure like this. No, you just give a walk around the beach. Just see the culture, how they're doing, like that, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, so another question, which is I know we are already belated, it's past. So did you get to celebrate Valentine's this year?
Oh my god. Actually, I was asleep. I was indoors, I was asleep. But I can't complain about it because I got some roses. Yeah, I got some roses. Oh, babe, I love you so much. Wherever you are. I'm not mentioning you, but just know I love you. Yeah.
So what's your point of view dating in 2025?
On the dating, I think once you find for men, they say their ribs. For us, I think once you find a suitable man that you look and you're like, this is what I need, this is everything I've been looking for. So it's good for you, because I can't tell people to do that sijui jipende sijui blah blah blah, be in love. People are different, people work differently in love.
Do you find any pressure with the social media on dating? Does the social media add a bit of pressure? Because lately, even as you have seen back in home,
yeah,
especially on Valentine's, you get to see pressure iko juu. Yeah, there's some people, I don't want to mention names. You hear someone has been bought a car, and then kidogo
nyumba, pesa.
And for example, there's another one. This one, let me just mention because it's in public domain. For example, the Wavinya, you had those bracelet or a chain.
Yeah, I also saw the Bahatis. Oh my god, anapewa 8 million. You're like, oh.
So what do you think about this one? The influence of the social media on dating in the modern day, 2025?
I think, okay, pressure ya social media, I think huwa inawak sana. But for me, I don't align with the pressure because I don't, for my man, I don't like comparing him with others. Juu fulani amenunuliwa hii, I need this, lazima uninunulie, So nikisema ati nitaandago na pressure ya social media, my friend, watu wanabaiwa manyumba weighing 40 million, and I'm in Kuwait, and apparently maybe he's also in Kuwait. Si wote tumekuja kutafuta unga, right? Sasa nikianza kumwambia, let's say an example, nikikwambia unibaia gari sahi, you'll dump me, you'll be like, oh, you you see. So pressure social media, it should not be inclusive kwa mapenzi. Not only in mapenzi, even in real life. Pressure inafanya watu wanajua, because you're like, maybe mumesoma na mse, alafu in one way or another, because time ya mtu ikifika na God yani if God has planned for you, this is the time for you to shine. Even a slight thing, it can be inaweza make, yani it can reverse your life forever, it can change your life kabisa. So unaweza pata tu na mse hapa nje akwambia, ni aje, you know what, niko na job, can you do this and this and this, and you're like, yeah, I can do it, and then unasikia pap, mshahara yako ni $1 million. Amekubadilishia life, right? So niambia, me, I know you, right? And then nimesikia umeingia kwa kazi ya mita, ndio mimi nataka hiyo kazi. I'm like, pressure inanikula, and the envy, because pressure na envy, they align together, they match together, zinaendanga hand in hand. So I'll be like, mbona yeye anapata mita na mimi sizipata, and then unapata nitaikeka too much in my mind, which afterwards itakuwa depression. So what leads after depression? Either depression iniweze, ama ni feel too much guilty or something, niseme life, I don't deserve this life, if I can get whatever he's getting. So najimaliza, because we've heard a lot of people and stories wamejimaliza, and if you come to intercheck on it, it's because of peer pressure and iyo kukuwa influenced na vitu haikuhusu. Una focus sana into others, unajisahau.
Okay, almost closing. So one of the last questions that I have for you, like any other industries, beauty industry is amazing for those who want to become entrepreneurs, launching hair products, skincare, and even makeup. Where do you want to be in future?
For me, I will answer the last one first, and then we'll come into So where I will want to be in future,
Okay.
I've never put myself like Anita Tamani ama my entire life, my future life, I will be under other countries.
Yeah.
I love my country.
Okay.
Napenda Kenya sana. Woo!
Sawa.
Kenya
I know
ikijua
you-
venye naipenda
I know you missed nyama choma.
sana. Kachumbari, kasmocha pale, you know.
Kaduku.
Yeah. So my life, like in future, I will love myself.
Yeah.
Niko na like my big company, my salon iko hapo in a run. I have this, I've introduced these products. I'm doing any, you know,
Yeah.
the business part is flowing, it's growing, it's influencing a lot of people. It's giving chances to everybody to come and use our products, to come and try what we're doing. Yeah, that's my future plan. Maybe God willing, I know it will come true.
Amen, it
I
come
believe.
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe too. Yeah, you, as long as you believe it,
yeah.
yeah, you believe it and you put in the work, it will come to pass.
Absolutely.
So yeah, finally, since you moved here, what has been your best thing and what has been your worst?
My best thing is that I love what I do.
Yeah.
I really love what I do, because a lot of people have had, because I've made up with people, you know,
Yes.
and then people will be like, ni ile tu, ni kazi tu, I don't love, anakuonyesha dalili ya mi sipendi kenye nafanya, ni ile tu, ni pesa. But for me, I don't check on the money, because I really love what I do.
Yeah.
Because it's my skill. I really wanted this. I'm like, oh God, if I'm doing this, I do it passionately. Yani nimejitolea ile. I really love what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you do services for Kenyans, for example, here in Kuwait, without just mentioning the price? So maybe you give them your socials, how they can reach to you, because we are here, like for example, like we are here when I believe when you mention, for example, this is how they'll get to you, it will help you to grow, and it's gonna help us to grow, because as much as you're getting viewership from them, you also, it's good that when us we are growing, you also get to grow. So how can they reach to you?
Yeah, actually, huwa naifanya, I will taiongea na Kiswahili, because you know, yeah, ndio weze kuipata poa. Naifanya, na pia niko na regular wenye wanajua naifanya, na wanajua mahali wanaweza nipata. I will mention na kuanga Sabasalem. Kuna those of them, they know where I am. And my social media platforms, my TikTok, Favored Kadadi, and my YouTube channel is She, Sheey. Yeah, She. Yeah, Instagram also She.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly I'm always active on TikTok more than these other platforms.
Last remarks. Anything you wanna, anything you feel free like sharing.
Yeah, people should try their luck. People should really try their luck. It's not a luck. Actually, tunatokanga home kukuja find a greener pasture. So, kuja, Kuwait is a very nice country. You just come, do your thing. Na usikue na ile ya sijui wananifanyia. No, we just said Africans don't crack.
Yeah. It has been a pleasure to host you. Inshallah soon we are going to do more and more episodes to enlighten people who are back in Kenya and people who are here, just about our lives, how things are going, and soon I can't wait to host you again on this podcast.